Hey baby, it's Friday the 11th of June. It's World Cup Day. Yeah, I'm just counting down the hours because I'm really excited. Anyways, we managed to get a group together and we're going to head down to the corner bar, which is about 20 metres that way, and watch it. I think we have to pay a couple of bird to get in or something, pay for their cable basically. It's nothing flash, it's like corrugated iron on concrete, chairs and a keg and a TV. But most of the bars are like that here. They're pretty funny. And beers there are about $2.50, which is about 20 cents. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Okay, it's Sunday the 13th. Just got back from the corner bar. I watched Australia lose 4-0 to Germany. Devo about. So crap. I can't believe Timmy Kyle got a bloody red card. And like that first goal was clearly an offside. Anyway, so I don't really feel like talking.
I just had an amazing conversation with Megs. She has gone through an absolute shitstorm, and I wasn't planning to post this as part of the webisode this week, but I'm going to have to, because this is exactly what's happening in her world right now. And yeah, through some absolute bureaucratic nightmare, what's happened is the organisation she's working for over there wasn't somehow properly registered to have a volunteer working with them. Anyway, that's all been sorted out, apparently. However, in the meantime, Megan's had to go and reapply for her visa because of the official work status thing hasn't come through yet. And she has just gone through an absolute ringer in the last 3 days. You wait till you hear parts of this phone call. It is absolutely mind-boggling. I can't believe that they're doing this with volunteers. She's just been going back and forth for 3 days between embassy, hospitals, police station, Department of Labour, work, the organisation that heads up the volunteers. I'm going to play you some parts of this phone call and yeah, hopefully put the pieces together, and I've had to blot out some names because I can't sort of let on obviously who the organisation or who people are that are doing this, and I've got to protect the identity of the organisation that looks after the volunteers, but you'll get the picture.
Hey, baby.
Hey, how you doing?
No, I'm really not good.
Not good, babe. What's up?
I had the worst day. I've been... You know how I said I went to the hospital this morning?
Yeah.
To get I have to get this health certificate so I can actually get a work permit.
Yeah.
To have my weight checked and all that kind of normal, boring stuff. And then I had to have a urine test, and it was just ridiculously unhygienic. And then I was like, okay, well, I have to have a blood test. And then I called work and I was like, I'm not having a blood test here. Like the woman didn't have gloves. I don't know. The needles weren't in packets. It's just diabolical. And so I was like, I'm not getting a blood test here. And then work called me back and they said, oh no, you have to have all the tests in one institution or you're not going to get your health certificate. And I was like, well, I'm not getting it done here. What part of that don't you understand?
Yeah.
And I had to have an X-ray as well. And then, anyway, so then I just got really upset because I was like, well, how am I supposed to get a certificate? Like, how am I supposed to get a certificate? I'm not getting a blood test. And then I started to freak myself out, thinking that I was overreacting. And so I called who's, you know, the good volunteers, and then she came to the hospital with some syringes so that they could use the needles that we had brought, but then we didn't have enough. I needed like 5 needles. So I just said, I'm not doing it. And then I had to wait around for the results. And then I don't think I don't think they're going to give me a work permit. Like if we try and organise it tomorrow, which is Wednesday, I don't think they can turn it around in a week. So we need to extend my visa.
Yeah.
But in order to extend your visa, you have to apply for it at the Department of Immigration, and you have to provide, like, you know, your passport and a photo and a letter from my organisation saying we need to extend, and then also $20. You know, they're just not quick. Like, I'm like, guys, I'm going to have to leave the country on Tuesday. Don't you understand? Like,
Yeah.
this is fucking serious. Like,
Yeah.
and then I was like, okay, well, where do I get $20 from? And no one at work knew. And I was like, well, can't I get it from the bank? And they said, no. So I called, and I was like, I need 20 American fucking dollars. What do I do here? And they were like, oh, you have to go to the black market. And I was like, you're telling me the Department of Immigration wants me to do something illegal in order to stay in your country? They're just completely complacent. So it was only until I just called one of the higher up guys and just started crying on the phone. It was just like, it's just fucked up, man. Because I have to fly to Kenya next week if I don't get it.
Right.
They have to send me out of the country.
Or as if that wasn't enough, I thought the story ended there. And then a little later on, Megan's just emailed me to say that she finally made it across town to the final place. She had to get a piece of paperwork approved. I can't name the office because obviously it's going to get me all sorts of shit. And the dude behind the desk was like saying, oh, you know, it's very noble you're coming here and being a volunteer, and we're very lucky to have you in the country, and da-da-da. Anyway, grabs all the paperwork, which she filled out, pushes it across the desk, looks at it, and then says, oh, I need your phone number. And she's like, oh, what for? For the documents? And he goes, no, I want to call you, you know, just to chat. And then she says to him, well, what about the documents? And he goes, no, you misunderstand me. The sleazy dirtbag was chatting her up. He was chatting my girl up. She'd just been through like a hell 3 days. He turns around, gives her a paperwork, has only approved her to stay there and gave her a working permit for 6 months, not 12, which is what she should have got. On the account of, she didn't give him his phone number. Sorry, she didn't give him her phone number. I tell you what, I'm a pacifist. I'm not a violent guy. But if I was over there right now and this dude was in front of me, I would find new strength. I'd find new ways. Yeah, I'll just leave it that way.